never know what to say. Taking pictures with my phone, distracting me from my brain. It's 2 p.m. You said just friends. The fuck?
Hi friends, it's Nathan, a third-year pharmacy student studying at the University of Waterloo. Welcome back to my channel. This is the second study vlog of 2023 and I'm so excited and I hope you guys are too. Today is Sunday and tomorrow, Monday afternoon, I have a therapeutics exam on infectious disease. Now, ID is a tough one. I talked about it in my previous study vlog last week. There's so much to know, and so today has to be really productive. We have to get all our studying done. I am going to a new building on campus, so I'm excited to take you to a new study spot, a new filming location. Today's just going to be a really productive day. So we're going to get the day started with a classic Nathan breakfast, avocado toast, and let's go make it.
Yeah. I dreamed I had a million things to hold me over till.
We just need to put a pause on the B-roll, how good this looks and smells. It's old cheddar, just melted, and ooh, look at that cheese glisten. Let me know if you guys prefer sunny side up or scrambled or hard-boiled eggs. Add some freshly cracked pepper. And I've never done this before, but I have some leftover marinara, so I thought I would try putting some marinara on top.
The fuck is happening? I dreamed I had a million things to hold me over till you come, and now you're somewhere with someone else, and I've got nobody.
I haven't eaten a peach in so long, and I thought I would kind of document because I love peaches. Who doesn't? I think peaches and mangoes are probably one of the most popular fruits that everyone loves. Like, I've never met anyone that hates them. Really ripe, so they should be super sweet and juicy. It tastes like candy. So good. I try to start my morning with some fruit nowadays, just so that when it fills me up more, a little bit of a sweet tooth and health benefits. Hi friends, I always want to be really transparent with you guys, and so last year I started going to therapy and I didn't realize how much mental burden I was carrying, and since going to therapy I've been doing so much better, and that's why I want to tell you about this week's sponsor, BetterHelp. I've spoken about them in the past, but they're the world's largest therapy service and they're 100% online. I've struggled with mental health since I was young, and the way I coped with my academic anxieties and relational trauma was to always be busy or suppress my thoughts, and because I share so much of my life online, I felt like I didn't have anyone to talk to and I wanted to keep it all hidden. And it just got to the point where I was always stressed or always sad. And that's when I decided that I needed to get help. BetterHelp has over 25,000 licensed and experienced therapists that can help you with a wide range of issues. To get started, you just answer a few questions about your needs and preferences in therapy. That way, BetterHelp can match you with the right therapist from their network. Therapy is so intimate and they understand that. So if it's not a right fit, you can change to a different therapist at no additional cost. And once you do find your right therapist, you can communicate with them with any means you find comfortable, whether that's via text, chat, phone, video call. Since the service is online, you can message your therapist at any time. So let's say on a particular day, your self-esteem is lower, you did poorly on an exam, you got into an argument, whatever it may be, you can schedule a live session with your therapist at your convenience. With BetterHelp, you get the same professionalism and quality as in-office therapy, but with a therapist that is custom picked for you. There's more scheduling flexibility and at a more affordable price. Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/NathanWu. That's better, HELP. It'll also be linked in the description box below. Let's end the stigma of therapy. We can only be our most productive selves when we prioritize our mental health. Thank you, BetterHelp, and let's continue on with the video. No way. So in a previous video, I showed that there's a little hole in the wall that you can walk through so you avoid walking around to the end of the street, but it got blocked. I don't know if it's me posting it online that's what caused someone to fix it, but I mean, there's that hole there, but I don't know if I want to crawl there. If it is me, I apologize. So I have to walk to the other side of campus today, and that's where I'm going to be studying, so I thought I would take you on a little campus tour. So enjoy the University of Waterloo.
Feel me
It's also a lot warmer today. It's only 1 degree Celsius, which is around 30 degrees Fahrenheit, which I know sounds rough, and it is still kind of rough, but compared to what we had a few days ago, which was negative 20 Fahrenheit or negative 30 degrees Celsius, this is a lot better. We are here. This is a super cool building. This entire building is actually environmental friendly. It's all run on natural energy. So let's just go up these stairs because I want to show you that there is a green wall there. This is the classroom I'll be using today. I haven't been in this building in a long time, probably since undergrad, but I do miss it. I have my laptop set up right here at the front so that I can do my Anki cards. Here's where I'll be pacing around like a teacher, you know my style, and then a whiteboard so that I could visualize my content. That's a must need for infectious disease. And then a panoramic window view. And again, today wasn't that bad and it wasn't that cold, but it is very pretty. We don't get much sun here now, but it is very pretty still. If this is your first time watching one of my study vlogs, this is how I like to structure it so that you could put me in the background or watch me during your break for the ultimate motivation. But I give you my agenda, everything that I want to get done for the day, and then we'll go through each task, checking things off. And while I do that, I'll be showing you what I'm learning, providing you my techniques and tips, and also just keeping it really real, sharing my frustrations, my stresses, and that's kind of what I show on this channel. So if you guys do enjoy study vlogs and motivation, make sure to subscribe. This is the plan for the day. I have Anki decks that I want to get through. I have to memorize tables for my antibiotic treatments. And then I have to review some pharmacology slides. I have to review old material because there is some overlap from a previous infectious disease class. And then, what else? There's probably one more thing that I'm forgetting at the moment, but it is a busy day, so let's get going. I covered STIs yesterday, so we're gonna move on to skin infections, starting with the diagnosis of cellulitis. Sometimes these photos can be really jarring, and I'm gonna show it to you, but I'm just gonna put a warning up front. If you guys don't like seeing things like this, dermatology, then just skip the next 5 seconds. If you do, this is what lipodermatosclerosis looks like. Got through 2 decks, the diagnosis of cellulitis and the microbiology of cellulitis and abscesses. Now, the thing about skin infections is that one, I realized that a lot of things get mirrored but are not it. So like you saw, I have to be able to differentially diagnose what is actually an infection versus which is maybe something like eczema. And then with the microbiology, these two are pretty simple because group A streptococcus is usually in cellulitis, and then S. aureus is usually in abscesses. And then if you have both of them, then you need to treat both, but that's pretty straightforward. We're gonna go on to cellulitis therapeutics now, and then this is 2 parts. There's an Anki portion, and there is a memorization of the table portion, which will be done on the whiteboard. We're just gonna get through the deck done before lunch because the other portion will take too long, and I'm getting hungry, so let's get that deck done. You call up and sleeping upside down on my couch. It isn't helping at all. Oh, I'm so excited to eat. We have HelloFresh leftovers. That's chicken parm, sliced potatoes, and zucchini. And I'm watching the Gossip Girl reboot. I've never seen the original show, but the reboot's quite good, despite what people think. I do watch bad television anyway, so I don't know if I'm the one to judge. I'm feeling a little bit lethargic just because I finished eating a big meal and I've been sitting down, but we need to get back into it. I'm standing up, so let's get the blood flow going. We're gonna move on to the second part of cellulitis therapeutics, where I start using the whiteboard. I think I'm going to basically just list out all of the antibiotics, like how I did on my chart, my table there, and then try to make up that visual memory. And then we'll have like little notes and how to use different antibiotics to treat cellulitis and their pros and cons and all that stuff. So enjoy the time lapse. Taking you in this moment, come get close like you own name. Read your aura, you want more of all this love, you'll be your name. Release all of your burdens, it's been me you'll be searching. Take a load off. I wanted to explain my thought process and system a little bit more. So here we have all the drugs that treat cellulitis. Now you see the bullet points, those are clinical notes that I should remember. Starting up here, those blue boxes are the best drugs for IV administration. The green is for best drug for oral administration. And you see that little star there, that is the drug for the most ideal situation, because obviously oral is the best case if we don't need to go IV. And then here we have the red boxes. This is what you use if you have an allergy to the beta-lactams, which are all of these. So I just have to memorize this, have this in my brain, I can picture it, and then even draw it on the exam if I need to. So I think I have the entire spectrum memorized for cellulitis. So I'm not gonna look on the other side and you can watch me because my eyes are not gonna glance on that side. And then we're gonna try to write down everything we know. Here we go.
Just relax, you deserve it. You keep me up tonight, got you all on my mind. Seem like that's hard to find when they keep playing games. Gazing into my eyes, give me them butterflies. Take me from low to highs, what you hear every day. Can't get enough.
So if we were to compare my attempt to the answer key, it looks like I forgot the name. It should be cefazolin. I struggle with the cephalosporin names. And then also I forgot to write that clarithromycin. The macrolide is BID, twice daily dosing. But other than that, it is a pretty good match. So I just have to remember those two. But we're gonna move on. I'm starting to get tired. And it's not like tired as in I wanna sleep. I'm just like tired as in unfocused. It's starting to set. The sun gets dark really, really early here around like late afternoon. So we're gonna keep going and just try to get through as much before it gets pitch black because it really gets bleak when it's pitch black, especially when you have a panoramic window. But we are gonna move on to skin abscess therapeutics, starting off with the Anki deck, and then we'll move on to the whiteboard. The studying for the day is definitely not done, but I am gonna leave campus now because it is 6 and it's really dark. As you can tell, it's super duper dark. But I am gonna leave all of this on the whiteboard because I think it'd be funny to kind of scare the incoming students that walk in here on Monday morning. This is Faculty of Environment, so you have like urban planning students here and people that like care about sustainability and all that kind of stuff. So seeing pharmacology, medicine, all that kind of stuff will probably scare them. So I think it'll be kind of funny. And also I'm kind of lazy to erase it all, and I don't need an arm workout right now because I know I'm gonna get an arm workout tomorrow when I write my exam. So let's just pack up and then we will take the bus back home. Finally leaving this place.
Everybody else is a beginner. I don't wanna talk, you have to live her. Don't worry about me, cause I'm a giver. Daddy, I'll do anything so I can make you mine. Can't get you off my side. Take me.
Just got home, so it's time to make dinner. I'm gonna be making one of my favorite meals, and it's actually something that my mom preps for me. It is in a bag here. Now, this is actually all of the ingredients and the soup base for guailem noodles. And basically I have some udon noodles, which I'm going to cook. I have bok choy, which I'm going to chop up as well, and then add some turkey breast slices, and that's going to be my dinner. I'm really excited, and I've eaten this like quite a bit actually on camera, I think. It's one of my favorites. It's a super easy and hearty meal, and it just kind of reminds me of home. So whenever I'm stressed, I love a big hot bowl of noodles. I just poured out all the hot water. That hot water was supposed to be for my soup base. Now I have to re-boil water. We're using the kettle because this is the fastest way. Yes, I will admit I was just on TikTok for half an hour. I just needed a little bit of a break. So now we're gonna hop into the shower, let that awaken me, and then we'll get back with the last part of studying. You probably think that I've been studying for the past half hour. Guess what? I'm not. I'm actually editing a video. I need to get it done for Tuesdays. It's one of those things where you just have to try to balance schoolwork with social media. People think it's crazy that I'll be like editing a video. For my last midterm, I was also editing on the Sunday right before the exam, but it's fine. Like, I think I'm in a good place and I know that I have time and I know my ability, so I don't mind taking a break. And it is good for my mind to just to get away from the studying for a bit and just relax. So I'm just gonna spend maybe half an hour more on this just to do the finishing touches, export, and then while it exports, I'll be doing the last bit of studying. As you can tell, I'm in bed all cozied up, and I'm always gonna be really honest with you guys whenever I'm not studying. So like I showed you, I was editing and then I wasn't able to finish diabetic foot infections today. I really wanted to, but I just physically and mentally cannot study anymore. Like, I can barely even talk because I'm just so tired. And it's been a really long day and I did a lot and I'm proud of that. And because I'm an early bird, I don't have a problem with just waking up tomorrow and then finishing what I didn't finish tonight. And I think that's mentally better as well, just for like memory retention and processing. I feel like I've been really calm this entire week about this exam, and I don't know, I feel like I might be underestimating infectious disease, and I feel like whenever I'm underestimating, it's not good. But at the same time, I've talked about it before, it's not a badge of honor to be stressing about an exam. We need to get out of our heads in that way. I'm going to go to bed now. Wish me luck for tomorrow's exam. I really hope it goes well. But if you guys enjoyed the study vlog, make sure to give it a like. Let me know in the comments if you want more study vlogs, study advice videos, lifestyle vlogs. Just let me know if you have any video ideas for 2023. And if you want to see more of my day-to-day life as a student, you can follow me on Instagram at NathanWu. I'm also on TikTok at It's NathanWu. But that's it for me. I am so tired. I'm going to go to bed. Good night.